PG&E has requested that we submit to binding arbitration.
What's that?
That's where we try the case without a jury, just before a judge. It's called a test trial, and the judge's decision is final. There's no appeal. How many plaintiffs do you have?
634.
Well, they'll never try that many all at once. So, we need to get them together in groups of 20 or 30. Worst cases, the most life-threatened, the sickest in the first group, and so on and so on. And each one gets a go before the judge to determine damages. PG&E has proposed that they're liable anywhere between 50 and 400 million.
So, wait a minute. Let me just get this straight.
If we went to trial, PG&E could stretch this over 10 years with appeal after appeal. Those people in Hinckley would
These
still...
people are expecting a trial.
You know what? Why don't I take Erin down to Paul so we can start on this stuff, and I'll fill her in on the rest of the details.
Those are my files.
Yeah, we had them couriered over. And listen, good work. They're a great start. We're just going to have to spend a little time filling in the holes in your research.
Excuse me, Teresa, is it? There are no holes in my research.
No offense. They're just some things we need that you probably didn't know to ask.
Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot, okay? I may not have a law degree, but I've spent 18 months on this case, and I know more about these plaintiffs than you ever will.
Erin, you don't even have phone numbers for some of them.
Whose number do you need?
Everyone's. This is a lawsuit. We need to be able to contact the plaintiffs.
I said, whose number do you need?
You don't know 600 plaintiffs' numbers by heart. Annabelle Daniels.
Annabelle Daniels, 714-454-9346. 10 years old, 11 in May. Lived on the Plume since birth. Wanted to be a synchronized swimmer, so she spent every minute she could in the PG&E pool. She had a tumor in her brainstem detected last November. An operation on Thanksgiving shrunk it with radiation after that. Her parents are Ted and Rita. Ted's got Crohn's disease. Rita has chronic headaches and nausea and underwent a hysterectomy last fall. Ted grew up in Hinckley. His brother Robbie and his wife May and their 5 children, Robbie Jr., Martha, Ed, Rose, and Peter, also lived on the Plume. Their number is 454-9554. You want their diseases?
Okay, look, I think we got off on the wrong foot here.
That's all you got, lady. 2 wrong feet and fucking ugly shoes. She...
Mr. Linwood! Mr. Linwood! Bob?
6086 Bridge Road, Hinckley, California, 714-455.
Okay, now, if you could walk me through all of the elements of Annabelle's illnesses. Specific details, when the symptoms began prior to the first medical visit. If you could reserve sentimental embellishments, I'd appreciate it, because they're not going to help you in court.
All right.
So I just need facts, dates, time.
I know Teresa isn't real warm, but they say she's a good lawyer.
She's asking the same questions you were asking.
Hey,
I already told
Jeff.
you everything. I don't want to come into the house again. She's kind of stuck up and she upsets Annabelle.
Okay, if you don't like Teresa, that's okay. And you know how important Annabelle is to me. Ed and I are still here for you.
I called Ed 2 days ago, Erin, and he still hasn't called me back. Now, I hate to say this, but everyone's pretty upset about this arbitration thing.
What?
I mean, Pamela's written a letter in the Hinckley News telling everybody to get new lawyers. That we've been lied to. Is it true?
No.
Did you?
I'm telling you the truth, and I will get to the bottom of all of this.
Don't lie to us.
I will take care of this, I promise.
Now, we're trusting you here, so...
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Ed, I'm not saying it's not a strong case. If it wasn't a strong case, every demur wouldn't have been dismissed. I wouldn't be here. What I am saying is we still don't have a smoking gun that ties San Francisco to Hinckley. Something that proves that prior to 1987, PG&E corporate knew the water was bad in Hinckley and did nothing about it.
Hey, Erin. I thought you were taking a sick day.
So did I. What's going on in there?
Meeting about the PG&E thing.
Are you sure?
Yep.
We can find it, or we don't have a big win.
Can I take a brief break here for a moment? I'll be right back. You told me you weren't feeling great.
Oh,
huh?
you know what? That is
I wanted
bullshit.
you to rest. Get in here.
If I was on my deathbed, if it helped you, you dragged me out of it. How could you take this away from me?
Nobody's taking anything. Will you listen
Bullshit!
to me?
You stuck me in Siberia dictating to some goddamn steno clerk so you could finish this without me.
They screwed up, Aaron. Do I have your attention now? They screwed up and they admit it. The arbitration proposal they sent might as well have been written in Sanskrit for all the sense it made to the people in Hinckley.
I know. I spoke to Ted. Pamela Duncan wouldn't even get on the phone with
Pamela's
me.
got everybody seeing red with that letter she wrote to the press. She called us thieves. They're all listening to it. The whole thing is about to fall apart,
Why?
Aaron.
Why?
Because before we even go to arbitration, we have to get the plaintiffs to agree.
How many?
Usually they're required to get about 70%. PG&E is demanding 90. In other words, everybody. Now, do you understand? This is serious.
And what, Ed? I'm not serious?
You're emotional. Look, you're erratic. You say any goddamn thing that comes into your head, you make this personal, and it isn't.
Not personal? That is my work. My sweat, my time away from my kids. If that's not personal, I don't know what is.
Here, come on. Come on. Go home. Get well. Because you're no good to me sick. I need you, all right? This case needs you.
Did you tell them that?
Good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Ed, Erin, what's this?
May I?
Yep, go ahead.
Well, you know what, Mr. Potter? We completely forgot your birthday this year, and seeing as how you've been so good to me, it seemed a terrible oversight. So what Ed and I have been doing the last few days is putting together a present for you. 634. They're all signed. Every single one.
Holy shit.
Now don't go getting jealous, Teresa. She's getting jealous. We have something for you, too. Internal PG&E documents, all about the contamination. The one that I like best says, and, well, I'm paraphrasing here, but it says, yes, the water's poisonous, but it would be better for all involved if this matter was not discussed with the neighbors. It's to the Hinckley Station from PG&E headquarters. Stamp received March 1966.
How did you do this?
Well, seeing as how I have no brains or legal expertise, and Ed here was losing all faith in the system, am I right?
Oh, yeah, completely no faith? No faith.
I just went up there and performed sexual favors. 634 blowjobs in 5 days. I'm really quite tired.